Podcast. We're both tired as shit.
I think we're still jet lagged.
But how? It's been a week.
Yeah, no, it's not gonna go anytime soon. I'm pretty sure when we get used to this, we're gonna get jet lagged when we go back home.
Yeah,
I'm pretty sure.
probably.
Then we have to reset ourselves again.
Yeah, that's true.
So yeah, no, I'm still jet lagged. I'm getting better. I'm getting more sleep, but not there yet.
I'm just really tired from just in general, like from walking so much.
Yeah, the 15,000 plus steps that we're getting, especially yesterday, was what? For me, 29,000.
The first day we were in Osaka at like 40K almost.
Dang.
That's insane.
I didn't look at my steps that day,
Yeah.
but it was probably that much.
All right.
It could have been.
Let's get started.
Do it.
Well, I forget what episode this is, honestly. Like 8. I'm so like brain dead.
Yeah, that's fine.
Anyway, we got Viktus on today. You want to introduce yourself?
Yep. Yeah, my name's Viktus. That's at least on Discord. My name's Viktus. Honestly, my name is Victor, but Vic works too. Either way.
Okay. So you've been honestly not sure what people can hear because there's so much stuff happening in the background.
True.
But when did you become Alphaz?
I told people a lot about this, how it kind of started for me. But this is actually kind of a very common story for a lot of people I've noticed, is that scrolling through TikTok, like most people do, and scrolling, and then out of nowhere, I just hear this, what to me seemed like a very little girl, just rapping, and like rapping almost like she's been there for years. And when I found out, it was Cocona. And I was like, who is this chick?
Gotcha.
Then I went down the rabbit hole, and here I am today, here in Japan.
We're here in Japan. So this was, so you got into him around the time Tape 2 came out.
That's how I found through Tape 2. Exactly.
Gotcha. Wow, I think that's an entry point for a lot of people. We'll wait for that truck to go by.
Yeah.
I think a lot of people also entered around Shootingstar, Left Right, of course.
Mm-hmm.
And then later on, around New DNA. I know very few people would join around Winter Without You, which is a shame.
Yeah, very.
We are currently in the woke up era. We are wide awake despite being jet lagged.
Yeah, basically, I could say that much. I agree with that, 100%.
So we came here to Japan. We saw them in Osaka. You saw them day 1 with VVIP.
I did.
Let's swing back a little bit.
Yeah.
What's your bias? I mean, I've had like 20 people with the same bias on the show.
At least from what I've been seeing, and especially from our Discord, proves a lot that my bias is not that unique, actually. My bias is hinata. And honestly, if you're part of our Discord has, I don't know how many hinata bias lovers in there. Like literally when you go on Discord and you see how we have a basically set up that you choose your bias when you first join the server. And when you get chosen to the server, then your name is highlighted into whatever your bias is. So mine's hinata. And so when I go on Discord to start talking to people, I look at who's online and I see literally, I don't know how many people in the hinatas online right now. I was like, wow. And then I see jurin, then I see coconas, but hinata is kind of, honestly right now, reigns supreme when it comes to bias, at least on our Discord.
For sure. Yeah, it's getting rarer and rarer to find someone who's not a hinata bias. It's actually hard not to be one.
Yeah.
Like even myself, like I whenever I see him, I'm like, oh wow, that's just so adorable.
Just the biggest dork.
Biggest dork, biggest adorable. Her laughs are hilarious.
Oh my god, it's so addicting, that laugh. I don't know what it is. Like, for me, I think other people say like it's like a gremlin laugh, which is what I love about it, because it's not your common like you look cute to laugh. It just I don't know. It's like she doesn't know how to laugh.
Yeah.
But she just kind of when she's happy or when something to laugh, she just laughs like a little gremlin, and I love that about her. She's just so weird.
Yeah, I don't know. It's hard not to be a hinata like bias. I know like some of the others have also grown on people too. I converted to juria bias like a while ago, but for me it's like it's so close. It's so close with every member, man.
That's the problem. That's a problem with this with this group
Yeah.
is you can, as soon as you discover them, at least what I've noticed from a lot of people, they become a jurin bias.
Yeah.
Which is kind of, don't blame them, because her charisma, her charm is like through the roof. Her presence is kind of crazy.
Yeah, it's
But
got that
then
instant like
exactly, like whatever it is, she gets people like this. But then when you start really getting into XG, you may fall into maybe Jurin, for example, and then you start watching their MVs. And if you get even deeper, you get into the extra XG days, and you see everybody's personality pop out. Then you're like, oh my god, she's amazing. You see, like, for example, me, I'm a hinata bias, but like Juria, out of nowhere, kind of, she's my wrecker, honestly. She comes in and just steals me because how cute and adorable she is, and she's funny, and she doesn't know she's funny, but she is funny. She's hilarious, actually.
No, she's hilarious. Her getting like frightened just like a squirrel and being like Risu-chan.
Exactly.
It's so adorable.
She's just so skittish, and it's very matching. Risu-chan, which is a squirrel, she's very skittish, and it's very fitting, like I said. It's hilarious. Gosh, I don't know.
Oh man. Well, so you went to day 1 VVIP in Osaka. How was that experience for you? Like, was it everything you imagined? Was it everything you wanted it to be?
It was basically everything that I imagined, and sometimes a little bit more, honestly. Like getting to the lineup was one thing, showing them a little bit early, which is fine, and then finally going in and seeing them like on stage, like live, and watching them perform live was a totally different story. Yes, I've seen like, fan cams of them performing in, let's say, in Korea, then when they performed in LA, New York, I saw those like back and forth. But when you see them live in front of you and actually hear them voice, hear them movement, it just kind of like, you're like, this is why I came here. Like, this is the reason why I stay in XG, because of this reason. So,
did you take any good fan cams?
No, I was kind of taking it all in, honestly. As like, especially when I was watching the show, I could have recorded, but I'd rather just like soak in what I was hearing and what I was watching at the same time.
Yeah. No, I get that. I went back on my word and I said I'm not gonna fan cam, and I fan cam the whole thing.
Hey. I might do that tomorrow.
I felt obligated because of like where my seat was.
Yeah.
So
no, I get that.
If I had like a seat like towards the middle or something, then maybe not. But I felt like I was so close that I had to.
No, yeah, exactly. Like I was really close too. I was pretty close to the barricade. I was like maybe 2 or 3 chairs away from the barricade. So from there, I guess I could say I was like maybe like 10 feet, maybe a little less close to the stage. So I definitely could have, but the angle was a little strange for me. That's why I didn't really do it.
Yeah.
And like I said, I was kind of sitting there like taking it all in and just enjoying the moment, like how the girls say, like enjoy the moment. So that was basically me when I first was there.
No, I agree. Enjoy the moment. That's what I'm gonna do for this Yokohama show. It's gonna be pretty good.
100%.
Hopefully.
Yeah. Right.
Yeah, it's still a freaking pigeon.
There's surprisingly.
The pigeons here are like very tame.
They're very tame.
They're not like those NYC pigeons.
They're really not the NYC where like they're all up in your business. Yeah. They kind of like, stay away from. They don't stay away from people, but they kind of.
They're like chill.
They're very chill, and they don't try to scrounge come after you if they think they have food. They just gotta do their own thing, and if they find food, they find food. But yeah. It's actually not that bad over here.
No.
Japan's different. That's all it is. Japan's different.
So they performed "Woke Up" day 1, right?
Yes, they did.
So, well, they did a few things. They did the rock version of "Shootingstar," right?
Yep.
They did like a Latin. What would you call it? Like a chill version of.
I don't even know what to call it when I think about it. They were dressed like almost like
they had like those little hats with like the
beads or something like that. Yeah. Like I wouldn't say kind of, at least their outfits were like, they gave me like mariachi. Yeah. That's what they gave me. Was it sound mariachi? No, but their outfits were definitely like more mariachi if anything else.
Yeah.
I don't remember what to call the sound now when I think about it. It seemed like, I guess, more chill if anything, the left right, for me at least. But no, that rock version of Shooting Star was just like so different. Amazing, actually, I would say.
It was the intro too, right? Yeah. That was insane.
No, exactly.
I was watching, so like I didn't go day 1.
Yeah.
So I was in Discord with the peeps, waiting for Rens to and other people to like put up their fan cams.
Fair.
And the rock version, just like, oh my god, man.
That-
I was
just in awe because like obviously we've seen they put out some remixes last year of Shooting Star and Left Right, if I remember correctly, right? Or was that Left Right only remixes?
well, it was with the like Sierra, and then
There's that one.
and then there's the one with
there's the chill version
yeah, the chill version Shooting
with
Star.
that Shooting Star, and then the other one was
The Rico Nasty
Rico
version.
Nasty. Yeah.
Yeah.
There was
So
those
there's
versions.
different versions of it.
Mm-hmm.
If they're gonna treat us like this to different versions of stuff, I'm pretty down.
100% I'm down.
Because I think it's gonna be insane.
Yeah, it's going to be. I agree with that.
Ball doesn't come over here. I don't want people to think we're filming kids here.
That's why, you know, when we first set up here, and you know, obviously how the camera's set up right now, it's pointing at us.
Down. It's pointing at us. It's pointing down.
Exactly.
So hopefully no one thinks we're recording them.
And how we're talking like in most cases, like I have a tendency of like glancing at the camera, and then I'll go up and look at Adina. So hopefully they're understanding that one, we're not recording children.
Or if they come by, if someone like a police officer comes by, they can look and see like, oh, it's pointing this way.
No, it's just literally playing on our faces, and no kids are there.
Okay.
Unless they somehow run by us, but I doubt that's gonna happen because we're so actually we're pretty far back.
We specifically chose this tree so like no one behind us would be appearing in it.
Exactly.
Anyway, so day one Osaka, you got those two like versions of the song. I think there was like a dance break in there after. Was it after Shooting Star or
was it before?
Yeah, it was somewhere in there like around Shooting Star.
Yeah. Which threw me off. I was like, what is the sound I'm hearing right now? And that's when they went on a full off like dance.
Yeah. And allegedly that might be move 6 or whatever.
Or move 6.5 or move, even the thing is.
Well, no, it was they had move 5.
Well, sorry, move 5. Yeah, I'm thinking box 6. That's what I'm thinking.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Move 5. And then that's another thing too. They did the individual voxes, which was all Japanese artists, I think. Because it was all in Japanese. It'll be interesting seeing what they do for other, concerts like Taiwan, etc.
Right. Who knows if they'll change it up for those or not?
Or unless they'll just do like the same boxes that they're doing in Japanese.
Who knows? They could. It might be crazy. Crazy thought. They might sing some type of song in each of the places they're going in their language. So they're going to China.
That would be so hard though, because they don't know Chinese.
They don't know Chinese.
They don't know like Tagalog.
Then they'll be. Are they going to Malaysia?
They're going to Malaysia. Well, I'm not sure.
I don't remember
I don't remember where exactly. Obviously, there's like the leaks out right now too about like North America, Europe. They released like the actual dates during the show. Right?
Yeah, no, they did.
Was it day 1 they released them too, or just day 2?
I think it was day 2.
Yeah, okay.
Day 2 they released them.
Day 1 they didn't release these dates. They didn't like bring them up at the end of the show or whatever to say like, oh, it's gonna be in Taipei, it's gonna be like in the Philippines, etc.
Yeah, no, exactly.
So they released them day 2 Osaka, which is the one I went to.
Yep.
Yeah, it was crazy. So you did a VVIP day 1. Day 2 you did a regular seat.
Regular seat. Yep.
Which experience? I mean, obviously, like the VVIP is like up close and personal.
Up close and personal, right?
Did you feel like it was a? Obviously, I mean, you thought it was worth it. Like,
100%. 100% it was worth it. 100%. For sure.
What did you get for VVIP for people who don't know?
For at least for the ones who won it, part of it was like a whole package. So basically, they gave you a hotel room for one night.
Yeah.
Also gave you, if you read back and you saw like, the 10 special gifts they were gonna give you. They gave you that. Then they gave you kind of like a send-off towards the end. Was
the send-off is before the show though, right?
That's correct.
Yeah. So the send-off is before the show. That's included in VVIP. The reason I want to point that out is because during the gacha and the lucky draws, right? You have another version of a send-off, which is after the show.
Right.
And then with the gachas, you also have a meet and greet. Which, humble brag.
Watch out. Watch out.
I happened to win that one. and it was insane.
That was the greatest thing ever for
Day
you.
2.
Yeah.
So
it's
meet and
amazing.
greet day 2. And they hand you like you get to say why like hi and like say like quick words like per person.
Yeah.
And they hand you like a signed photo card
Amazing.
in case people wanted to know.
Mm.
But yeah, so the moral of the story is, if you're gonna go to these shows, use up all your gacha.
If you have any collecting, and hopefully if you've been at least keeping up on the app and what they set out for the rules on how to get points, make sure every time they put something, like it. And if you like it, then please put it on like on Twitter or something, or share it one way or another, because I'm pretty sure that gives you another point.
Yeah.
So logging in, liking, whatever it is, could be blogs, could be the little videos that they have every once in a while. Whatever it is, share it, like it, tell your friends, tell everybody about it. That's how you get your points. And for me, when I got in there, I had 1,500 points accumulated.
Yeah.
Um,
Do you have any left over?
I have actually 400, so I could do two rolls
two
for
rolls.
tomorrow for Yokohama. So
Hopefully you get.
let's say I got a meet and greet. You know,
let's go.
Let's see what happens there. Who knows?
You'll be out at Tower Records or HMV buying the hard cases if you
Yeah.
if you can.
Yeah,
Just
basically.
like I was.
100%. Definitely.
Yeah. So day 1, great. You got introduced to Woke Up. Then, so before the MV, before the song even come out, the people who went to the concert got the version, like they got to hear it, concert version live. Yeah. What did you think of it when it came out then?
Like for me, I heard the beat. The beat was actually insane. Didn't hear the words too much because I feel like the bass was a little too loud. Which is honestly, the song is literally all about 808s.
Yeah.
All about deep bass.
Yeah.
So it kind of makes sense why I couldn't hear the words too clear, which is fine. I saw a little bit of choreo. I heard a couple words when we were saying what they were rapping about, but regardless, it was a great surprise because I don't think they would perform it like that soon or release it that soon.
Yeah.
But they did, which is fantastic. It was a nice little treat.
It was a nice surprise. So watching fan cams the day before with everyone on Discord, I fell asleep. I was also very tired.
Oh yeah,
like, going back and forth to like Osaka Joe Hall and all that stuff.
And it's only been like 2 days.
And also that day, Osaka day 1 was super hot, man. It was so hot.
Yes, it was actually. Jeez, it was hot.
It was actually really, really hot.
It was not fun.
So I had to avoid. I didn't want to get spoiled on Woke Up when I found out that they were going to perform it, which was reassuring for me.
Yeah.
But it was nice that they were going to perform it, and to know it was like going to be last. Like, it wasn't like that big of a spoiler. I just didn't want to hear the actual song.
Yeah, fair.
I will say though, it was worth waiting the entire bit.
Yep.
Like you said, I thought the bass was pretty overwhelming during the actual song and stuff. So like, I think even in fan cams, you can barely hear like what they're saying because the bass is like so much.
They could have done it on purpose, maybe.
It's possible, like, because they know people are gonna fan cam.
Exactly. Maybe they didn't want to really let the people hear all the words. Maybe hear a couple snippets of the words.
Yeah.
So maybe that was the bass was so booming, really loud. So that's my guess. At least that's my assumption why the bass was so loud. But regardless, you can hear the beat. The beat was crazy. You can see a little bit of choreo. And the choreo was kind of sick, honestly.
Yeah, the choreo was cool.
So
I thought the choreo was good.
Yeah, no, the choreo was great.
I after like day 2, I went back and like watched it over and over again. Not that I could see anything, because for the Woke Up like actual live version, they were at the backstage, like all the way in the back, not like at the front one. In the little area where they do like TGIF and like left, right and stuff. So they were further back. It was hard to see like the full version, which probably on purpose. They want it to be, like, oh, holy crap, it's there.
Yep.
But at the same time, like, they want to do like their normal promotion and stuff like that too.
No, I'm pretty sure that's what they did for. Yeah. Agreed.
Then Tuesday, right? Tuesday song comes out midnight.
Yep.
Right. Your first couple listens. What did you think?
The funny thing is I couldn't even listen to it. The thing is because Since everything I can listen to stuff on, to listen to songs on, is based. Since my account is American,
Mm-hmm.
it's going by American time. And you know, for them, for us, since we're in Japan, it released technically, was it 12 o'clock, midnight?
Midnight.
So because of my account, I couldn't hear it at all.
You're referring to like Spotify, right?
Spotify, for example, I'm Apple Music.
Yeah.
So
it wasn't there.
It wasn't available yet, and I kept on refreshing my page to say, hey, maybe it's just delayed. Nothing.
Yeah, it was pretty delayed on those platforms.
Mhm.
I ended up listening to the audio only version on YouTube
Right.
because they put it up on the official channel.
Yeah, no.
It was already insane, like listening to that.
Agreed, 100%. I saw that, and I seen. I think some people, like some YouTubers, reacted to it.
Yeah.
But I held off. I didn't want to watch it.
I didn't watch it too much.
Yeah, I didn't want to hear too much of it because I knew the MV was dropping really soon too.
Yeah.
So I was like, you know what? Let me just get the whole experience all in one shot. Not worrying about the audio, not being able to see the choreo, not even see the MV.
Mm-hmm.
But if you haven't seen the MV yet, you definitely should.
Yeah, for sure.
But yeah, no, I kind of stayed away a little bit when people. I was on Twitter, unfortunately.
Yeah,
People basically said, you know, their 2 cents. Majority of the time, people loved it. People thought it was insane. That some people would even say that it was better than Shooting Star, which is honestly I can't say that because they're 2 different styles, two genres.
They're 2 different types of songs.
They're 2 genres.
I feel like if you're a hip hop head, this hit hard.
Oh yeah, are you kidding me?
Yeah.
Yeah, no, the hip hop. Yeah, because Shooting Star was definitely more pop. I guess you can say it was more of a K-pop. I guess you can say.
Yeah.
More pop, if anything else. More poppy.
More poppy.
Well, this one's literally. What was that? Oh, was that a
sorry,
stick?
we just saw something.
I honestly thought like someone threw the ball at his kid's head and he kind of backed it. I don't know what he did.
No,
but regardless, he hit
with
it with a stick.
A stick. It was a soccer ball and he hit it with a stick. Okay,
Moving on.
anyway.
We got distracted. But yeah, definitely. Yeah. Some people compare it to Shooting Star, and yes, you can. You have every right to, but you can't compare it because they're 2 different genres. Like I said, Shooting Star was more pop.
It's apples to oranges.
And then Woke Up was definitely more hip hop, more rap based. 100%. 100%.
It's 100% rap.
Yeah.
So it's its own beast.
Yes, it is. Definitely its own beast. 100%.
We watched it together with Renz and Jororo. So we went to round 1.
Yeah.
We went there the night before and like we were completely dead inside.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, and to do like karaoke and stuff. And that room, the hot room we were in that night was really, really hot too.
It was warm.
It was really. I thought it was like burning up. Like I couldn't.
It was warm. Yeah. There were at least 5 of us there.
No, there was a lot of people there.
Well, in the beginning there was like 5 of us there. No, or 4.
For the first day, like when we just did
when we
karaoke.
First the first I think a little bit, and then Kayla and then BG joined us.
Yeah, for like a song or 2.
Yeah, a song or 2.
And then because Ren's pestered them.
Yep.
And then Ren didn't even sing. I mean, I didn't sing either. I felt bad.
Yeah, no,
I was dead inside.
Yeah, I was trying to sing. I was so off tune. I was like, oh god, I gotta sing for myself. But I guess I was dead inside too at the time because I guess it was still kind of jet lagged. Still am right now, kind of.
Yeah.
But you know, it was hot. Definitely very hot in that room for sure.
Yeah. Next day was better.
Next day was 100% better.
Next day, we had Ren's. First day we had Ren's, Juro, Wonky and his friend.
Wonky and his friend. Yep.
Me, you. Then, do we have ramen? Yes, we did.
Yeah, we had ramen. Yeah, we had ramen.
Ramen as in ramen-san. The person, not the food, because it's easy to get confused in Japan.
Yeah, it's pretty good though. I'll say the food.
The next day it was just me, you, Ren's, Jororo. I can't say it right.
I'll call him Joro.
There's too many R's. I can't roll my R's either. Wow. Okay.
Sorry. You know, it'd be like that. Okay, my fault.
But yeah, no, like I felt like we record the reaction, so it's on this channel too.
Yeah.
Not have much to say, but like there was a lot that like we were feeling that didn't get captured on the actual video.
Yeah.
We were like pretty flabbergasted. It was almost like what just happened?
Exactly.
The first playthrough, I felt like I literally was like, did I just get smacked in the face? Like
100%.
I don't I like what just happened? Everything was moving so fast. Everything was happening. Now that I've
Yep.
seen it like 20 more times,
Oh
more than
yeah.
20,000 more times.
Yeah, I can't.
I understand what's happening more. Like there's like Twitter threads
Oh yeah, they're everywhere. A lot of people like
about
kind
like
of
explaining like their theories and stuff.
exactly like
Like
looking into it.
Rose underscore th has like a very good like thread on there.
Actually, great.
There's also like
Fantastic.
Japanese threads on it, like
Yeah.
which I can't read unfortunately, but
Yeah.
translate.
Yeah, the power of Twitter. You know, I hit translate, and seems like I think more of the time they're correct. I could be wrong. Nobody's
Yeah.
ever said they were wrong. It's a mistake, but
Yeah.
I'll go with it. Seems right to me at least.
No,
Yeah.
for sure. But yeah, like that MV was crazy. What did you think about the MV itself?
Wow, that envy was. Now, I remember when Simon went live.
Mm-hmm.
He talked a little. He talked about it. He talked about Woke Up. He gave us a little snippet of Woke Up, which is basically Hinata's part.
Yeah, you know those part.
Don't get under my skin. You know that whole thing. I woke up. Don't get under my skin. He played that little snippet of that. But before that, he was talking about it a little bit. Like how he would say this is probably the most complicated MV he's ever helped put together.
Yeah. They actually, what was it? The Korean Cho.
Yes. Who was part of a girl gang.
Girl gang, yeah.
Which everybody knew girl gang was very short, but the MV was literally insane and blew everybody's mind. And made people want more, which is why, I'm pretty sure Simon said this himself, why it was short. Because he wanted people to want more, to look up for more, basically, and to see, like, this is basically what they can give us. So he's like, you see this MV, we can do this again. So if you like it, they did it again for us, for Woke Up. They did it again, like, twofold, and it was a full song this time. So 3 minutes and 30 seconds or 3 minutes 20 seconds, something like that. Well,
it was something like that.
Was like a minute.
It was like
minute 45.
90. It was like a minute. It was like a minute, less than a minute, and then they had like 10-20 seconds of like the outro.
Yeah, exactly. The whole outro where if you ever saw a reaction back then, people were like, "Wait, is that it? That can't be it, right?"
No.
No, it was it.
And then there was like a longer song, obviously, but it's still like it felt short still. So.
Oh yeah, no, it still felt short, and it still felt like an intro, which was basically what it kind of was.
I got a little ant on me.
Oh gosh. Well, we're by a tree, so who knows what's in here right now? But whatever. Moving on. But yeah, some people would say that this MV was like a 2.0 of Girl Gang.
Yeah.
100%.
Agree with that? In the styling, yeah.
In the styling, yes.
Yeah.
The
song itself, I think it goes harder.
Oh, 100%
it goes
harder
than Girl Gang. Girl Gang is already hard.
Oh yeah.
The only like issue there is with Girl Gang is that it's short.
Yeah. That's the only real issue was the short.
Woke Up feels more full. Of course, like the two Hinata parts where Woke Up looking like this.
Yep.
They're towards the end of the song too, right? And like it's supposed to be a chorus and it ends on a chorus.
Yep.
But yeah, like killing points of the video. Do you have any good ones?
Killing points of the video.
I mean, every person had a killing point.
Like the thing is, you really can't choose because, man, because they were all rapping. Even the vocals themselves, the lead vocals themselves were saying, the Chisa, Hinata, Juria, they were all rapping. And they all killed their portion of the MV. I would say probably the biggest highlight, which everyone saw because of the teasers, was Cocona shaving her head.
Yeah.
Everybody saw that. And I would say that's the highlight. I would definitely say that was the highlight. Just the MV itself was the biggest highlight for me. It was the most more like, whoa, that's really happening. She really did that. But just in general, the whole song, the whole MV was a work of art. Honestly, a work of art. It really was.
Yeah.
I don't know what to say.
No, every single person had like a killing part. That's what made it like really good.
Yeah.
So it's insane.
100%.
Obviously, Cocona's part was insane.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, it's hard to like pick like the favorite one.
You really can. You really can. And like if you watch reactions, I'm pretty sure a lot of us did, and other people did too. And you see other reactors, and they all choose out who they like more. Some of them say they like Jurin the most. Some people say they like Maya the most.
They each had bars.
They each had bars. They all
Each had
brought something to the table, and they were just talking their ish. Honestly, they really were. Even like even the vocalists that came in went pretty hard too. Like Chisa coming in, really blew our minds too. Like on the cadence, her flow for that was like melodic rapping, but it was fantastic, very very fitting. He kind of gave a different taste, I guess, to the song, because the very beginning was very very heavy rapping with Jurin and then Harvey.
Yeah, Chisa had like that Sierra style like rap.
Yeah.
And
No,
then,
exactly.
Yeah, it was definitely like that, you know, flow that Sierra likes to use.
Yep. No, I agree 100%.
Anyway, we'll take a break there.
Yep.
And then we'll come back. We'll talk about, thoughts on Japan. We've been here like at least a week now.
A week is coming up. I'm pretty sure.
It's already come up. Yeah.
It's been a week. Yeah.
It's been a week.
Maybe 8 days now.
So we're gonna talk about our experiences in Japan.
8 days.
And then we'll probably finish off with like what we expect for the Yokohama show tomorrow.
Yep.
And after that, we might cut to tomorrow and our experience after the show.
Yeah.
And what we thought was different.
Who knows? Maybe get some other people in here. Maybe get some real quick.
Yeah.
I don't know. Who knows? We'll see what happens.
We'll see what happens.
No promises.
Yeah. All right. We'll see y'all in a little bit. Peace out.
What's up, guys? This is AJ. I'm out here outside the K Arena in Yokohama. If you look out there, there's a lot of buildings and a lot of water out here. It's so beautiful. I was here last year in November for the showcase, so this is a whole different venue. It looks a lot bigger. And yeah, I'm here in day one Global's VVIP. Gonna redeem myself from last weekend where I was on VVIP on the second day, but I got sick. I had a fever, but I fought through it. I feel so much better right now, and can't wait to just watch them perform once again.
I know you guys are about to kill it. Osaka show was crazy. I'm here for Yokohama day one. I wish I was here for day two, but you see the way my banking is set up. I got to check in the bank. Neither here nor there. Good luck. I know you guys are about to crush it. Can't wait to see all the fan cams. It's weird that they named it after me, but whatever.
Fighting.
XG, let's go. Hinata.
xgalx いつもありがとう。XG, we love you.
Are you recording? Yes. Oh, is there anything for XG?
Okay, so let's do it after weeks.
After weeks.
After
Hey,
weeks.
well, shit
Yeah.
happens. Shit
Yeah,
happens.
it happens.
You couldn't talk for like 2 weeks.
Yeah.
Well, you
I mean,
can, but it's
I
really
can
rough.
still barely talk.
Yeah, you're fine.
Yeah.
We'll save this. Please stop talking. We'll save it.
Okay. Okay. All right. Hello, everyone. Welcome back. My voice still isn't there, but that should explain why we haven't done the second part of this episode. Editor me is gonna say that like I've already done the first half of the episode where we were in a park in Yokohama, avoiding getting caught by the police for. No, I'm just kidding.
Jeez.
Yeah, because like we had a camera pointed at us, but like people might not know.
Yeah.
But yeah, so it's
really
been a couple weeks, because so the next day after the episode was the Yokohama concert, day one, and then the day after that was me going back home. You stayed and went back to Osaka, but like
Yeah.
I went back home, so we couldn't do anything. And then Yokohama day one, like that morning we went to the shrine, like the XG shrine, and then we kind of got split up a bit like afterwards. And then like met up before the show, but like everyone was like doing their own thing a little bit, so it was hard to record the pre-show. And then after the show, after the show, it took so long to get out of the venue.
For you guys, unfortunately, like I was out there in the front. Actually, me and
you high
me and
Ramen?
Yuhai were actually in the front, and Roman too. Actually,
Yeah.
also were already in the front waiting for you guys. But I think you guys actually were already out. We're just looking for you guys. You guys were like literally just
Nah,
a
dude.
couple feet away.
I was checking Discord, and you guys were like, "We're at the Anpan Man statue," and I was like, "What?" We were still in the venue.
That's crazy.
Yeah, because like, and then like they were moving so slowly, like, because like they angled like the exits, so you couldn't go straight through like the where we went in.
Yeah.
So they like made you go all the way around. And it's obviously so like people like don't get trampled and stuff because it's like a lot of people. But
yeah,
it took forever for us to get out, and then I saw like Fanboy, and then like we met up with him.
Mm-hmm.
And then we went to Chinatown, so we couldn't couldn't do anything.
Even then, it was kind of out of nowhere. But
yeah, that was out of nowhere, but it was actually an interesting Chinatown experience.
It actually was.
Yeah.
I had no complaints there.
Yeah, I had no complaints.
Like, it was a lot of food around there, a lot of people.
Yeah.
Like at one point it was kind of empty, and then literally like 10 minutes later it filled up.
Yeah, it filled up, but it was weird because like as soon as it turned 10, as soon as it turned 10 o'clock, everything shut down.
It's very true. It was like a ghost town, ghost town when around the 10 o'clock. Yeah, exactly.
It was so weird, and then we're just like chilling. Like, what do we do now? Like,
we were both. Yeah, everyone was confused. Like, what do we do? Go home?
Yeah.
Not?
I think we ended up just going home, but
we did, and then we had a very interesting walk back to our hotel.
Oh yeah, I'm not gonna talk about that, but like it was a pretty interesting walk back to the hotel.
It really was. It kind of threw me off. I was like, wait, what's going on right now? But
it wasn't just one time; it was multiple.
It wasn't. It was like 4 times in a span of.
It was like back to back to back.
10 seconds in between each other. Like I thought Dotonbori was kind of a little strange, but no, that was a lot weirder than Dotonbori.
Yeah,
so,
Dotonbori was like tame compared to like what?
Extremely tame. But yeah, that was interesting, to say the least. Very interesting.
Yeah. After that, I had to go the next day because my flight, and then like I had work and stuff. 2 days out because it's the day after. So I left the day before Memorial Day here in the U.S. and there was a chance that I might have had to work on Memorial Day, which luckily didn't happen because I got sick.
Amazing.
I got sick. There were people coughing up on the flight, and a mask didn't save me. So like here I am. Here I am.
No, you're fine. You're alive and well.
Sort of.
Yeah, kind of. Yeah, whatever.
It's been a couple weeks. I still like have like a lingering cough, and it's not like painful to speak anymore, which is good. But I am functional now. I can do things. So we're back. It's been a couple weeks. Not sure what kind of sickness I had. Like I didn't feel like bad, but like I know like a lot of people got sick on the way back. So
it could be like a common cold or something like that.
It's been 2 weeks. It should have been gone by now.
Yeah, well, whatever. You're that's nothing too serious, obviously. So
it's not. Well, I'm good.
Yeah.
So after that, it's been a couple weeks. We had things to talk about, so we were gonna talk about stuff before Yokohama. Did it happen? And then we're gonna talk after Yokohama. That didn't happen.
That didn't happen either.
But yeah, like there was a couple of differences for the Yokohama show, right?
Yeah, I feel like there was.
Yeah,
definitely there was.
I think you said we were talking the other day, and you said that like that you felt the Yokohama show was louder.
I felt like the crowd was a little louder at Yokohama compared to Osaka. Don't get me wrong, Osaka, they're chanting, they're making their screams, or yelling out the members' names, who their bias was. That was great. But Yokohama, I felt like a little louder. The chants were a little louder, and there was like, I guess, more passion, I guess you can say.
More passion.
No idea. I don't know, but it felt like, to me, it did feel louder. It did feel louder.
I would say Yokohama did feel like it was different. I personally didn't feel it was louder, but I was also like, I ended up sitting next to like a family, and like they were also like it was a little kid, and like she was like screaming, but like the parents were just like there, so I didn't feel it like it was like as crazy.
Mhm.
But there are definitely people around me going nuts,
Oh yeah,
especially
exactly.
when Harvey showed up on the little catwalk thing.
Oh, my fucking catwalk.
Yeah.
God damn, insane.
Which for those of you listening, I have posted some fan cams. I'm still in the process of going through and like figuring out which ones are okay. But yeah, I've posted some, so if you guys want to like watch those, they're on the channel. Um Other than like the loudness, did you feel like it was like any crazy differences for this show?
Crazy differences. Well, I think the only major difference is compared to Osaka is that towards the end they performed "Woke Up"
Hmm.
uh,
In Osaka.
in Osaka. If I remember correctly, they started the show in Yokohama with "Woke Up."
Hmm.
If I remember correctly, I could be
Yeah,
wrong.
it was the first thing.
Uh, it was the very first thing, right?
Yeah.
Because they were wearing all black, correct? If I remember that.
I think so. I don't. True. I'll have to look at the fan
You
cam.
gotta look back at it, but I think it was all. Was it all black? Because mother.
I
Yeah, it's
have
not something
no
like that.
idea.
Regardless, they start off with "Woke Up." That's basically like the probably the bigger difference.
Yeah.
And obviously, what was mentioned before is when how Harvey when they were performing their tapes.
Hmm.
Maya was kind of still in the crowd like she did in Osaka,
Hmm.
but then Harvey was in the was the raffling or
Yeah. The
yeah.
little thing up there.
Yeah, so she was there, and I was looking for the longest time. I found Maya.
Yeah.
Maya was literally right next to me, but like there was 20,000 people blocking my view, so I couldn't actually see
Yeah.
her. Oh, I saw a glimpse of her. I was trying to take a picture of her, but there's so many people in the way, so there's just no way. Because I'm
Hmm.
like, oh, wait, whatever.
Yeah.
And then when it came to Harvey's turn, I was like, okay, let me find her. She's okay. Harvey, I mean, Maya was here, so will she be on the other side too? I'm like, of course, but not as close as I thought she was. I was looking around, scanning the room until I looked at some lights that were being focused on. I'm like, oh, there she is at the very top. I'm like,
Yeah.
clever, very, very clever. I like that.
Yeah.
It's fun.
Harvey had the frog.
I so want to know what's that frog about.
I don't know. It's a Harvey thing. It's a
I know,
Harveyism.
I know Harvey's like, she's, she
She
is
had
a,
like the unicorn in one. She had Maxie in other.
yeah, she's Max. Those make sense, but the frog one,
Yeah, the
like,
frog just came out of
I
nowhere.
don't know. Like frog one, if it was Cocona up there, that would make sense
Yeah.
because Cocona's all about frogs and green. But she's had a red frog in her hand, and I need to find out the backstory behind the frog. I have no idea what that meant, but maybe we'll find out. Who knows?
Yeah. I know for the other difference was also like Jurin. Like she was part of the crowd too and like walked
Yeah.
up to the stage through the crowd.
Mm-hmm.
And I think she
Yeah.
gave out like her little rose that she had.
Yeah.
I think like a little
Jeez.
kid got it in one of the shows.
Right.
Um
Yeah.
and then I think for day 2 Yokohama, they like had like a surprise visit like outside of the venue after the
Yeah.
show or something, and like they were just like lined up but next to the thing where people were putting their stickers and stuff.
Yep.
So that was pretty exciting for them. Unfortunately, I wasn't there. You weren't there. No
I
one.
wasn't there. Like I could have gone there when I think about it, because
Yeah,
you obviously you couldn't go because the next day you were
I
going
was on
back
the
home.
plane. I was
Yeah,
gone.
you're on the plane by then. I could have stayed there. I could have bought another ticket. I
Hmm.
think maybe. I don't know if there was any left. Who knows? There could have been.
Maybe.
But I probably could have bought a ticket for Sunday. But at the same time, I already scheduled Shinkansen to go back to Osaka because my flight was leaving out of Osaka.
Yeah.
So I could have technically could have gone. I could have like maybe got my money back on for the bullet train,
Yeah.
maybe, and then go a different day because I was in no rush. But who would have guessed? Whatever.
Yeah. Oh man. Speaking of travel experiences,
Yeah.
you want to talk about Japan in general and how? Because it was both of our first times going to Japan.
Yeah. Exactly. It was.
So we kind of didn't really know what to expect. Like I watched like a crap load of YouTube videos on like
Mhm.
how to travel in Japan, and
Right. Yeah. Me too.
some of them were helpful.
Some of
um
them are nonsense. Some of them like do this, don't do
yeah.
that. So, but
Um
even then, it wasn't enough because it wasn't like real life experience, like
yeah.
how it happened. But yeah.
What would you say is like I guess like give like a overall tip like to people going like maybe want to go to Japan in the future or something like that. what would be like a good tip, like as like an American going to Japan?
The one thing I'll definitely look up is just to see what are the do's and don'ts in
Mm-hmm.
Japan. Um, like don't be disrespectful, don't be like a nuisance, I guess you can say.
Mm-hmm.
Just like be kind of wary around your surroundings. Don't like sit in one spot because in Japan at least they're always going somewhere. They really care about time. Time is
Yeah.
very important to them. So, for example, if you're going to the train station, don't just sit in one spot because people are kind of trying to catch a train to themselves.
Mm-hmm.
So just keep on going, moving with the crowd. Um, yeah, look up how basically do's and don'ts. Download the proper apps. So you're going to need at least Google Maps.
Yeah.
At least Google Maps because train is honestly the cheapest and the best way to go when it comes to going from places in Japan. You could do Uber.
Yeah.
Uber is a thing, or basic Uber taxi, same thing.
I think it's
That's a
like
possibility.
a like Go Taxi or something.
Yeah, the app is called like Go Taxi.
Yeah.
I downloaded it too just in case I needed to use it.
Yeah.
You could do that. It's slightly more expensive, from what I understand. Not by much, but slightly
It's
more expensive.
it's definitely more expensive if you're going like long
Long,
distances.
yep,
So
100%.
like even if you're going from say like Shibuya to like Shinjuku or something in Tokyo,
Mm,
it can get kind of expensive.
yep,
So
that could do it. Yeah, download the proper apps. At least one translator app. At least I would definitely recommend Papago, I think it's called,
mhm,
pronounced. Great app.
mhm,
There's Google Translate, but understand it's not the most accurate from what I understand.
yeah.
Um,
The AI translators are pretty
mm,
good. The like
yeah,
the Papago and then
yeah, Papago.
ChatGPT and stuff like that.
Yeah, those are all great. Um, Besides that, oh, cash is king. Just
Yeah.
want to put that out there. Cash is definitely king. Um, yes, you can use your card in some places, but there are some places you want to go to, like let's say like your local mom and pop shop or something like that, which they don't really take cards sometimes. So cash is king.
Yeah.
And if you're taking the train, and obviously if you have an iPhone, uh, you can add the Suica card, which is basically like a transportation e card
Mhm.
that you can load up yourself. You can put like whatever amount of yen on it, and you can use that to tap and go when it comes to the train stations. You can use that for certain stores too, like convenies, like 7-Elevens, Lawson's,
Mhm.
Family Mart. But
Yeah.
those are great things too. But yeah, what else can I think of? I think
Get an
that's
iCoca card.
or the iCoca card. Exactly, the
If you're
iCoca
going
card.
through like Kansai, like Osaka.
True,
Yeah.
that works as well. I wanted to get one, but just because I wanted to collect it.
Yeah.
I never got the chance to, but it's fine. Next year.
Next year.
Next
Next year.
next year. Next year.
Yeah.
Or the one in Tokyo. Isn't it like a Hello Kitty one or something like that?
The
I'm sure that's
Pasmo.
called
It's like
the
the
Pasmo.
welcome Pasmo. It's Hello Kitty
Mm,
version.
right, yeah, no, that's kind of cute.
Yeah.
But yeah, what can I think of? Oh, um, get some good walking shoes.
Yeah. Oh my
Just do
goodness.
it because the majority of the time, I know I just talked about the train station, but sometimes to get to the train station, that could be a walk depending where your hotel is. And then when it comes to other places, like there was a what would you say, like 20,000 30,000 steps per average, like
Yeah.
a day,
It,
honestly.
especially early on when we didn't know where we're going really,
Yeah.
and like we didn't know how to use the trains like effectively. We
Mm.
were walking a lot.
Yes, we were.
Yeah.
I know I put in some really good walking shoes. I think they're called Brooks or something like that. They're like 100 something dollars. Or really comfortable shoes,
Yeah.
extremely comfortable shoes. Or some New Balance shoes. Get some really comfortable shoes. You're
Yeah.
gonna need it.
I just used
Um,
the Air Max DNs, the XG
Air Max,
ones,
yeah,
which
the XG
weren't as
ones.
bad
No, they're
walking.
not that bad. Yeah, like you said, yeah.
If you were standing though, it was terrible. Like
I felt that at one point when I was starting to walk with them one day, and when we stopped walking, I was like, "Oh, yeah, now I see what you're saying now with how it
mhm.
feels like when you're just standing there. I get it now. I
They're
see
they're
it."
better in motion.
Yes, apparently. I don't know why that's a thing, but that's a
I
thing
think
apparently. They're
it
better
like it
motion.
utilizes the cushion better or something. I
Yeah,
don't know, man.
something weird.
Science.
Science, exactly. I don't know how they design these shoes, but I guess it's designed it, surely just for walking or
Yeah.
basically do anything active. But yeah.
Yeah.
Um, what was
I
gonna I don't
There's like
You
a
have anything
few
else?
things
Yeah.
like I know for us like we had like a hotels that were
Mhm.
relatively close to our
Very,
train stations like
very, very
nearby.
close. Yeah.
I will say like using Google Maps and whatnot through trains, it can be
Mm.
like really effective. But at the
Oh yeah.
same time, sometimes you lose like GPS signal
Oh
and
yeah.
like you have no idea where you're going.
It's the worst when you're going to the
Um,
actual the subway itself, like
yeah,
underground.
because it's
You're gonna lose.
underground, and if you're like trying to find your way around like a station, and like
Mm.
it's not getting any GPS signal, so it's like
It'll
you're
be
kind of screwed a
rough.
little bit.
You like
There's
I've
so many
seen
times we're just like walking around like I don't know where I'm going.
when we went to the Osaka walk, which is
Yeah,
basically like the the underground like shopping area.
yeah,
Yeah, there were so many times I remember we were following GPS on Europe trying to meet up with
you high.
we're trying Yuhai.
Yeah,
We're like every time we're walking one direction, oh shit, we had to turn back around. I'm like, okay, turn
yeah.
back around, and I was like, oh, we're supposed to turn to the left, or we're supposed to turn right. I was like, yeah,
Eventually,
yeah,
I think we
it was
just went
funny.
outside and like, okay, we're outside. Please meet
We
up
li-
with us.
exactly, we literally said, fuck it, I'm pretty sure you text Yuhai, is like, hey, fuck it, we're gonna actually meet up above
Yeah.
ground because we're not getting anywhere here.
No,
So yeah,
it was impossible. Um,
honestly, it was.
yeah, I think the one other thing, like you said, cash is king. You'd be surprised at how much cash is used, but also
Mm.
like a lot of coins,
Oh,
like
so many coins. Are you
so
kidding
many
me? It's
coins. Then you have to like figure out ways to use them. Like, I ended up
yep.
using so many coins at the airport when I was
Mm.
leaving to just like
Right,
buy
right.
like random candy and stuff from the vending
Yeah.
machines.
Oh yeah. That's the
Um,
best way to do it.
but
Or like
yeah, no, it
drinks,
was yeah,
things like that.
drinks,
Yeah,
drinks.
for
Um,
sure.
the other thing is also you'd be surprised, like even like sometimes like big like stores, like general stores and whatnot. Sometimes even they only use cash, like they don't
Yeah.
have like card options.
Exactly. No, no.
Um,
That's a thing. Yeah.
but I think most touristy areas take card. So
I think yeah. I would say majority. At least I didn't run into. At least I didn't go into a store that didn't take the card that couldn't take card. Not
yeah.
like I don't think so. But there are places. You'll find places that don't take card for sure.
Um, I think the last thing for me is like based on my experience, make sure you take plenty of like American cash with you because
Yeah.
I had an issue with the ATM. So like on YouTube
That's
they
right.
talk about the ATM strategy because you get like better rates and stuff.
Mm,
Um, my bank card didn't work at all, so I couldn't
yeah.
like withdraw anything using my bank card. I had to use a cash advance on my credit card to like withdraw money to
Mm,
like use there. But luckily I had like American Cash, and there's like different machines like everywhere where like you
yeah.
can use like a crappier conversion rate to like
Unfortunately.
yeah. So I think the conversion rate when we were there was like 155 yen per a dollar or something.
Yeah. Exactly.
And those machines give you like 146 to like
One.
148. And
Yeah.
it's
I think
like
that's the highest was 148. I think.
yeah,
Yeah. That's.
it wasn't that good. But
Mm,
like in that situation where like I couldn't use my card
yeah.
to like withdraw money, it was yeah. And
No, it was messed up.
always take the conversion like for through your
Mm.
bank, not through like them.
Oh, exactly. Yeah. Exactly.
And then, like if you go to like Don Quixote or something, they'll ask you like, "Hey, do you want this in or American dollars or yen?" Always
Yep.
pick yen because the yen
Mm.
it'll actually convert it to like the dollars through your bank, and it's a better
Yep.
conversion than the one
Yep.
that they're
Exactly.
giving you.
100%.
Yeah. Do you have any regrets?
Oh, regrets. Wow.
Because I know both of us are we're like we got to
Yeah.
go back
No, like
because
I'm
like
like
we missed out on some stuff and
there's
then
plenty of things we missed out on. Like I think my only regret is that just didn't go to enough places that we could have gone to. Like there's probably so many, especially in Tokyo. There's so many sections in Tokyo you go to, like all these little towns, like Shibuya. Well, we went to Shibuya for a bit.
yeah.
Um, but even then, we didn't stay long in those places, or we just didn't really experience too much of Tokyo when we were there because we didn't
No,
go to all the prefectures.
because we were traveling together for like
Mm,
a majority of the time,
majority of the time, yeah.
and we like speed ran Tokyo.
Oh
Like
no, we definitely did. We definitely
we
did.
went early in the morning to places, and
Mm,
then like a lot of times nothing was open
no,
because like
nothing at all.
we went to like Takashita Street in Harajuku,
Mhm.
It was
Yeah,
completely empty.
dead.
Yeah.
Literally dead.
I mean,
Nothing was
we swung
open.
by like later on to
Yeah.
meet up with AJ, but like
Yep.
it, it,
Exactly.
it was it was still like completely like dead and empty that entire time.
Yeah. No, it really was. I was like, oh boy.
Yeah.
But hey, whatever.
Yeah.
We want to get there early to start the day early, which is fine.
Well, our hotel was also like far away, so like we had to
Yeah,
get there
true,
early
actually.
before like the traffic started,
Rush hour, people
rush
going in
hour
and out.
traffic in the
Yeah.
morning. So we
hmm
had to get there early, but then like nothing was open early, so
Yeah, so exactly. So it was a mess. Whatever.
that's another tip though. Just get a hotel in Tokyo. Don't be
Yeah.
like us and like get one like far away.
We got it. We're in Ota,
It was like
and that was
Ota
like
City. Yeah, like by the airport, by
by the
Haneda.
airport.
Yeah.
Yeah, and that
It's
was
like
like
one stop from the airport.
once up to the airport, and I think to get to like the actual Tokyo, like the center of Tokyo, that's like a
It's like
half
30-40
hour,
minutes.
30-40 minutes to get to
Yeah.
like the center of Tokyo, and then to obviously go to the other prefectures around Tokyo.
Yeah. It can take
But
like an
yeah,
hour or so almost.
I
Especially
could.
like during rush hour, it would take you forever.
Oh yeah, I would. I could. Yeah,
Yeah.
100%.
So not enough places
I know
experience.
places. No.
Neither of us got a chance to go to Kyoto or Nara
Yeah.
while
Or
we were in
Nara.
Osaka, which sucks.
Yeah.
We actually so like we went for XG,
Yeah.
which is great. Don't
No,
get me
no,
wrong, it's
no
great.
complaints there.
But we spent
No
so many
complaints.
days with XG that like we didn't
Yeah.
actually get to experience Japan,
Mm.
which is why we're like we need to go again.
Yeah, no, I already told myself I'm going back next year, or I want to go back next year.
Yeah,
And, it's gonna be most likely just dedicated to Japan. If for whatever reason, what the chances are that actually decide to do like a comeback in Japan, obviously that might happen. That can happen.
yeah,
It's gonna happen. It's gonna happen. But regardless, if they don't have it, they do or do not, I'm going to Japan for Japan at that point.
yeah.
That's what I want to do.
I definitely need to do the more tourist side of
Mm,
things instead
yeah.
of just like go there and then wake up super early to go to
hmm
Tower Records. You see the Tower Records bag in the background,
In the back, yeah. I
and
see
then you
it.
spend the entire day around Tower Records and like.
Yep.
Or
Why
if
don't
you're
you
like in
stay in
the
Thailand?
Shibuya
Seriously.
one where like Simon just
Yeah.
shows up and you get to like meet him, which we didn't
Yeah.
because we were still
We
in
didn't.
Osaka.
Yeah, unfortunately. But hey,
Yeah.
what can you do about it?
Oh man. The other regret I have is I don't think I've experienced enough food, and part of that is
Mm,
it's my own fault, but it's
mm,
also Japan's fault. And
okay.
don't get let me explain myself.
Yeah.
Kombini food is really good.
It's very convenient.
It's very
That's what it is.
convenient.
It's very
And
convenient
like
and good.
I felt like
Yep.
I kept eating kombini food because it was convenient and it was actually like tasty and good.
Actually good food. Actually good food.
Whereas like if I went to 7-Eleven here, it would be like crap. Like why would I get this again, you
It'll
know?
be the crappiest food you can find. Yeah, no,
Yeah.
you can't compare our 7-Eleven to Japan 7-Eleven. You just cannot
No,
compare.
it made it too convenient and then like I think I missed out on experiencing so like I didn't get to have okonomiyaki.
Mm,
I missed out on that. Like I
right,
kind of
right,
regret that. While in Osaka of all places, you know.
right.
We had takoyaki.
Yeah,
Day one,
takoyaki.
day one.
Day one
Um,
takoyaki, and that was
and
good.
then
Don't
also
worry,
at
it was
round one,
great.
like you guys demolished like that big plate of
That
takoyaki.
was so good.
Yeah,
Jesus Christ, that thing was so good. My God, no complaints there.
yeah. Sushi. We had conveyor sushi. I think you had sushi a couple times, but like I
Yeah,
missed out on one of the other ones.
I think you missed out on one of them.
Because you guys were at the train station and I got lost.
Yeah,
Because no, it was that day, like the day after the show, and I was at my other hotel.
right.
And then I
Yeah.
had to come back from the other hotel, and then I got lost.
Mhm.
Well, not lost, but like I was like, "Where is this place?" And then like GPS, obviously.
Yeah,
And
definitely
then I
not.
got stuck like at the little gotcha machines, and I was like, using,
Oh no.
yeah.
Oh, the touch
I was like,
machines.
I got some change, like,
Oh yeah, why not? Like,
yeah.
let me pull some stuff. Why not? Let's see what happens.
But yeah,
Definitely.
I think missing out on food because there is more
Mhm.
convenient food.
Yep.
That's actually like the biggest trap is because like it's convenient. Like, oh, I'm hungry. I'll just go to Konbini.
And very cheap, very delicious food.
Yeah.
Like the most famous thing you can find in 7-Elevens, Lawson's, or Family Mart is the fried chicken.
Yeah. The
Um,
Family chicken from Family
the
Mart
Family
is
chick
so
is a
good.
Family Mart. It's so good because the chicken it's thigh meat.
Hmm.
It's thigh,
Got
and so
flavor.
it's extremely juicy, flavor, nice and crispy. And you could go with normal or spicy. Spicy is not even close to spicy. It's more
Hmm.
like they sprinkle some pepper, if anything, on it. Not even that, honestly.
Yeah,
You
it
need more
wasn't like
flavor.
spicy,
I don't
spicy.
know.
Like
It
it
wasn't at
was
all.
pretty like nothing for us.
Honestly, there was nothing in there. I was
Yeah,
like, okay, they call it spicy, but whatever.
you can buy
But
like a little sandwich to put it in, like a
yeah, you can
little
buy
the
some
bread,
brand. I think it
and
has
there's like
like
already like some spread on it.
what is it? Was it
I
like
don't know.
tartar sauce?
I actually thought it was tartar sauce, but
Right?
I wasn't
I think it is
sure.
tartar sauce. I think it's tartar sauce because it had like it wasn't mayonnaise.
Yeah.
It wasn't mayonnaise. I'm pretty sure it's tartar sauce. But yeah, there was that. You could the convenience. You can buy drinks. You can buy alcohol. You can buy soda, water, all the stuff you
Oh,
wanted
let me
to.
talk about my other regret.
Oh, okay, go on, please.
I didn't drink enough alcohol, honestly.
Honestly,
Yeah.
me either. Me
I
either.
I don't think I actually maybe I had beer once, but like I don't think I actually like and then I had like a couple of the sours, but like
Yeah,
I
you
felt
did have
like
a
I
couple sours.
wasn't drinking enough.
No, I
And
don't think none of
which
us
is
were
kind of
honestly.
weird to say cuz like you don't want
Yeah,
to sound like an alcoholic,
right.
but but like I felt like I didn't drink enough in
Yeah, no, we did not.
Japan.
We definitely did not. Like, I didn't have sake, and that's one of the things I wanted to try when I was there. I didn't even have
Yeah.
sake. I had beer. I definitely had beer. I like their beer. The beer is actually really tasty
Yeah.
in Japan. Definitely compare the beer
Yeah,
here.
I had beer. I remember having beer now.
The Asahi, I think it's called the beer.
Asahi, yeah.
Asahi, there you go, Asahi. That beer, I actually had that. And when they serve you a beer, it's not like a small beer bottle. It's like I don't even know what size it, but it's a lot.
Pretty
It's a good
decent
size.
amount.
It's a good size. Um, but no, yeah, there was. I didn't try enough food. I did. My last 2 days in Osaka, I had some ramen at one place that was like literally right on the corner from my hotel.
Mhm.
And oh, another quick little tip is that if you want to look for actual good ramen in Japan, do not type ramen in the Google Maps. Use the actual kanji for ramen because that'll give
Mhm.
you actually better places. Um, like some are pretty close. And at the same time, if you want to know if it's good or not, look at the ratings because in Japan they're very, very strict about the ratings.
Yes.
They know what they like. If they don't like it, they'll say it. If they love it, they'll say it.
Yeah.
So look for anything that's 4.0 or higher, then you know it's gonna be really, really good.
Honestly, even a
Um,
3 and higher is good.
even three or higher might be even good too.
Yeah, because like they're
So
like you're saying, like they're very, very like
mm,
they like give you the rating. Like if it's
they'll give
mid, they'll say
they'll
it's like mid and like
they'll
rate it
placement. Yeah.
like in everyone. It's not just like, oh yeah, I had a good time with my family.
Mhm.
4 stars. Like no, it's
Mm,
like if the food isn't excellent, it's not a 5.
exactly.
Like and that's why like you mainly see like if some gets like a 4.5 or higher, it's like
You know,
insanely good.
it's gonna be amazing.
Yeah.
So that's what I did my last 2 days of Osaka. I found good ramen places by me, and I looked up ramen, and there was one like really, like, literally right around the corner to me, and I think it was owned by one person. Seems like because I think he's only opens at like during the evening, so I think he opens
Mm,
at 6 o'clock at night and closes around 10 o'clock.
yeah.
Um, and I think it's only run by one guy, and that was rated like a 4.5 or 4.4, or maybe even higher than that.
Yeah.
That's okay. It's rated that high. It's that close to me. I'm going to it, and it was actually delicious.
Yeah.
No complaints there. And then I went to an izakaya that wasn't that far either from the hotel. That was actually great too.
Mhm.
Had a nice little some fried chicken basically with some rice.
Yeah.
Basically, it was a whole little meal for like 1,000 yen. No, maybe 1,200 yen, and that's like what
$6. It's like
$6,
six,
$7.
$7.
And there's a whole meal. It's a whole platter meal for you, and it was
Yeah. It's
delicious.
like
Honestly,
it's actually like affordable.
very affordable, and it was great food. But yeah, look out for things like that when you're out there.
Yeah.
Look out for the ratings.
Basically try food. Like don't
Yes.
don't just like I mean go to convenies and try convenient food, but
Oh
like
yeah, for sure.
still like go out and try and be adventurous and like
Be
try
very
stuff.
adventurous. Yeah, that's the
Yeah.
whole point of being in Japan is to to do something out of your comfort zone, and
Mhm.
like especially if you're in the states, actually anywhere that's not Japan. Yeah, be adventurous, have a good time, try to enjoy the food, try different foods. If you don't like it, that's fine,
Yeah.
but just give it a shot, see what happens
Give
for
it a
sure.
shot. All right. Back to XG. Unfortunate. I'm
Okay.
just kidding.
No.
I'm just kidding.
Okay.
Just
Okay.
kidding.
Jeez. Canceled.
Yeah, straight up canceled, man.
I'm being crazy.
So Woke Up came out. We talked a little bit about Woke Up before we went on a 2-week break.
Yeah.
So Woke Up came out, but then they started doing the Korean music shows.
Yeah.
The Korean music
Insane.
shows is back to back to back to back to back. Everyone's like waking up at like 3 in the morning or something.
3 o'clock in the morning sometimes, trying to watch these shows live.
Yeah, it's
It was
insane.
ridiculous. It was-
After
yeah.
a while, I just started like, yeah, I'm just going to bed.
No, I
like
was
I'm
going to
because
bed
I'm
at
like
one
also
point.
sick. So it's like I'm like
No,
I'm just going to bed.
everybody to sleep, which is fine. No,
Yeah.
I slept for a bit, but after a while, I was getting too tired. I was like, let me get some sleep. I'll watch the stuff in the morning. I'll watch the fan cams. I'll watch the YouTube videos because they brought them out. They had them release them pretty
They were
quickly,
actually releasing them pretty quickly after
Yeah.
they went live, depending on the show, but like it was
Depending
pretty
on
quick.
depending on the show. But some of them were pretty quick on it. And then there were some fan cams out there on Twitter.
Yeah.
So that was kind of good too. So yeah, no, it was fast. So I had no reason to honestly stay up.
Yeah.
Most of the time, but yeah.
I mean, part of the reason to stay up was because like on Discord, the Space Station
Fucking-
Discord, everyone's like in like the voice channel, all like we're trying to watch it together.
It was fucking full. It was like
Yeah.
it was so hype. It was so like it was crazy, and it was like
Yeah.
a party literally. Just
Literally
it
a
was
party.
like 10, 12 people waiting to watch it all together.
All the DJs.
All the DJs honestly at this point, just staying up until 3 or 4 o'clock in the morning sometimes.
Yeah.
No, that was fun. It was a good time.
So the shows
points.
themselves, right? The early shows had like backup dancers.
Yes, they had backup dancers.
Yeah.
They did.
And then like they gradually like, you know, they still had backup dancers and they like lost the backup dancers and they still weren't doing like full choreo, but like they were like you could hear their vocals and stuff better depending on the show.
Yeah.
And then like they did the full choreo, like the actual like concert choreo.
Which is insane actually.
And then their outfits and their matching outfits, their like wolf outfits, like
the wolf outfit for the first one, which is
Yeah.
like I don't know how that must have been so heavy. At least that helmet that they wore for the
the
first show.
helmet one. I understand why they have backup dancers for that one, dude. There's no way. Dude. There's no way. Like I felt like like that move that Cocona does in the music, like that, like
cracks her neck.
like
I
that.
feel like with that helmet, my
Yeah, it's like,
actually couldn't
"Ah!"
hold it down if any- exactly. So she couldn't do that.
Yeah,
I'm happy she didn't do that because that would have been maybe a little painful or just
Yeah.
really uncomfortable.
very
sure, but yeah.
uncomfortable, man.
To say the least.
Oh
But
man.
yeah, no, it was great. It was great though. All the shows are fantastic.
The other big thing about the show is, like any of the shows, is like in terms of like voting and stuff. XG was actually making a dent. For
They
once.
were. They actually were. Like
That was actually not surprising, but like usually they don't make a dent in like the Korean market. I feel like more and more people from like overseas and whatnot, they're like voting more aggressively now, which
they are.
it's good. It's to me, I don't like it because it's like it's like inflating.
Sure,
Because that culture, like I don't like the like inflating views and stuff culture.
Right, yeah. That's true.
I like the organic XG growth, but like
Yeah, no,
I am liking this. I'm liking
Yeah.
like them like getting recognition and stuff finally.
Oh yeah, no, exactly. I agree with that.
Yeah. Do you have any like final thoughts on the music shows?
Just like their outfits, they're all different. They all look great in each and every outfit. I think at least out of my favorites, I want to see my favorite one. I think my favorite ones, which is funny because it's the all black outfits that they were like kind of the rocker outfits, I guess, or like emo rocker type of outfit.
Yeah.
And then the all white, which is kind of funny because it went from like total opposites of each other.
Yeah.
And those are one of my two favorites. But the very, very last one was kind of nice because it was more kind of they're wearing the jeans and it was kind of almost like streetwear, I guess you can say.
Yeah.
So I thought that was kind of amazing to end the Korean shows that way. But yeah, no,
that's cool.
It was great. Honestly, all great.
I like the woke up shorts or whatever that they
Oh,
had.
yeah.
I like that one,
Yeah,
and I like the
yeah.
all white ones.
Mm-hmm.
I like the all white
those are
ones.
Yeah.
They smell. And then I think like Juria did the dance challenge thing with Wavy, like the Korean boy group.
Yeah.
It's like all foreigners too.
Right? Exactly. So
But
there you go.
Yeah, I thought it was with the white outfit. So
Yep.
and they
Yes, it
picked
was.
the main vocalist to do it.
Right?
And she killed it.
She destroyed her.
Man,
Are you kidding me? Come on
destroyed
now.
it.
Like this whole group is just full of dancers that can sing and rap.
That's
Like,
insane. And they can
come
all
on.
rap now, apparently.
Apparently, they can all rap now. So
Yeah.
like, I don't know what's next for them. I don't know what they can't do yet because right now they can almost do everything right now.
Yeah.
That
They're getting
art.
to that point where they're like, what can't you do?
What
You know?
exactly? What can't you do? Like, give it maybe another year. They'd probably be playing instruments live on stage. Because we
Yeah.
already know we've seen that Chisa can play the guitar.
Yeah.
We've seen that.
We've seen Maya pretend to play the guitar and
And
just
the
do
guitar,
one
yeah.
chord.
She tried. I give her that. And give her another year. Who knows? It might break out in a full out, band at this
Yeah.
point. Live music, live instruments. So who knows? Who does know at this point?
To be fair, for the guitar, like their nails are always insane. Like I can't imagine them doing a guitar.
I don't think they could. I don't think
Yeah.
they could. They'll have to sacrifice their
They'll
nails
have
they
to
love so much.
sacrifice the nails, man.
They'll have to sacrifice the crazy nails. They have to if they want to do that. But who knows?
Yeah.
That's just a fun little thought. But yeah.
All right. Well, yeah, a couple more topics. We got the unfortunate announcement of the North American tour dates.
Oh,
And I
oh,
say
yeah.
unfortunate. I know like people are looking forward to it who like
yeah.
cuz like we went to like Japan, so like obviously like we are broke. But-
Yeah, a little bit, I took out a loan. It's okay.
it's okay. The XG loan.
Actually, exactly.
So the tour dates got announced. They are starting west. Well, starting in Las
Mhm.
Vegas, then they're going like around,
Yes.
and then going across the U.S. through like
Mhm.
Texas, Atlanta, New York,
Yeah.
and then ending in Chicago.
So crazy. They're
Um,
hitting so many parts of the states.
they're getting the
Blows my mind.
entire country.
Literally, like every
Um,
corner of it, basically left to right. Like,
yeah, left, right,
kind
man.
of insane. Yeah. Maybe that's. Oh, wait a minute.
That could be it.
The reason why they did it.
So the
Yeah.
biggest venues were what, like Las Vegas one of the bigger ones, and then I don't completely remember, but I know Atlanta was the biggest venue in terms of like seating volume.
Yeah, TV volume. Yeah.
But I don't know if it's like the biggest in terms of like it's big.
Yeah. I haven't really looked into all of them yet. I
Yeah.
probably should have. Well, I haven't because since I'm not going to be going to. I'm only going to one show, honestly. I wanted to go to more,
Yeah.
but since they're so close to each other,
Yeah.
that it'd be kind of like a pain to go to one show then to the next show.
It's more
don't know.
difficult because like for us in Japan, there are 2 days in one city and then 2 days in
Mm.
another city.
Exactly.
And then they're like a week apart, so you had like
Mhm.
time to like experience where you were and then travel across one
Yeah.
way
One way, yep.
and then do the other show. So it was actually like pretty like easy to do that.
Mhm.
And like you're saying, like for us, if we wanted to do multiple shows, there's actually someone on Twitter, I think Delirium, he actually gave out the little shoe things.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. So he like mapped out every single destination, like typical flights to those locations, or if you drove, and like he like
Okay.
mapped it out, and he's like, yeah, there's not a lot of room for error.
Mhm.
If you have a
No.
delay in a flight, you're screwed.
You're screwed, exactly. So that's why, like when I was thinking when they're coming to the States, I was thinking like, yeah, they're probably gonna hit the East Coast up, New York, because they came for
Yeah.
was it for HITC, right? New York?
HTC New York, yeah.
Yeah. And they came to New York, and then also they went to California
Yeah.
to HICC there, and then also KCON.
Yeah.
And obviously they had some great showings on both parts of the world, both parts of those areas. So I was saying like, oh yeah, they're probably gonna do New York again and California at least, and maybe they'll hit maybe one or two states, probably like Mideast, Midwest, something like that.
Yeah.
But they kind of went crazy, and they went through. I don't know how many places they're hitting so many places in the States. Oh my gosh.
It's so many, man.
There's like places I haven't heard of, like Sugarland. I never heard of Sugarland until right then and
It's
there. Until it was
a
announced.
suburb of Houston. I
There
know
you go,
that
see.
because my ex lives there.
Ah, awkward.
Awkward.
Moving on.
Yeah.
But yeah, they're hitting so many places in the States, which I find kind of crazy. So I was hoping like they wouldn't do that. So like let's say they went to California, they went to New York. Maybe I can go to, let's say, depending on the times, maybe if it started in California, then I could go to California real quick, maybe spend some time over there, and then fly back so I can see New York.
Yeah.
But since the times are so kind of close to each
It,
other at the same time,
it's like 2-3 days apart.
yeah,
Like it's back to back
yeah,
to back.
it's literally back to
Um,
back. So like, I be just too much of a pain, honestly.
it's. I mean, like the girls are having to do that too. Like there, I saw like on Twitter and like even like your Discord, like some people are kind of worried. Like
Mm-hmm.
this is like so back to back to back, and they're gonna
So
be
back to
doing
back.
this like through Asia, and then they're
Yeah,
gonna do this through like China before they hit up us,
yeah,
like in North
exactly.
America.
Hmm.
Um, so it's like back to back, but it's like very hard on them.
Oh yeah, are you kidding
Um,
me? 100%.
especially with like some of them like recently being like sick and stuff, like Chisa being
Mm-hmm.
a little sick.
The sore
Um,
throat act, like sore throat thing going on for that she
yeah,
couldn't speak for a little bit.
yeah,
At one point, like I know they had like the little the one-on-one fan meets type of things, and or the case is like she couldn't really talk.
yeah.
So I think they had Maya. I think Maya was with her, so
I
she
think
can speak
Harvey,
for her.
Harvey.
What was it, Harvey? Oh
Yeah,
shoot, Harvey. It was Harvey. Sorry, it was Harvey with
because the
her, kind of getting.
Peekaboo posted.
Ah, yeah, people. Yeah, yeah,
Yeah,
yeah. Okay, yeah, yeah. But yeah, no. And since like honest, some of the girls, I think we all know Cocona. If you go back to watching like XG Days or Extra XG,
mm-hmm.
whatever it is, you always see her sick, one way or another, with a sore throat, or she's always sick of something. I don't know why, but she's probably the
Yeah,
weakest immune system out of all the girls. But we are noticing some girls, sore throat, some are a little bit under the weather
mm-hmm.
right now because of like so much performing and probably so much little sleep. I assume they're getting as well, so that's not
Yeah.
helping them.
Well, especially with the
Um,
Korean shows right now, it's like back to
oh
back to
yeah,
back to back to back to
back
back.
to back. Yeah,
Because
they
like
could have.
they did a lot of shows for Woke Up. Compared
I
to
mean, sure.
like some like they didn't do as many for like I think Girl Gang they did like 4 shows, and then
They
like
did like
even Puppet Show they
so
didn't do that many.
they didn't much either.
But like
I
Woke
don't know
Up
if they
they've
had to.
done a lot.
Yeah, they done a lot. Like I don't know
Yeah,
if it was the past time because they weren't invited to those shows, or I'm not sure how that works with those shows. Honestly,
yeah,
I'm not sure if you could like apply to go or they have to invite you to come on. But they went to like on basically every Korean show possible for
yeah,
artists. So yeah, I don't know. They really went through it. That's
yeah.
for sure.
I think the other part for North American tour is it's gonna be a lot more expensive than Japan.
Yes.
Like outside of
Yeah.
our flights to Japan and like
Mm.
hotel stays, even hotel stays weren't too bad, but like
They weren't that bad
the
at all,
flights
actually.
themselves were the most expensive part. The
Mhm.
shows were all like the same price.
The
Like
same price,
outside of,
exactly.
unless you do like VVIP, like
Yeah.
your tickets were reasonably priced.
Yeah.
Whereas like I'm seeing rumors or like I don't know if it's true or not, but like VIP in the States it's gonna be like $230.
Yep, exactly.
But then it's also gonna be like Ticketmaster and it's also first
Yes,
come, first serve.
that too.
So like these prices are gonna go up.
Yes, they will.
Um and then like if you're trying to do multiple shows, like you're trying to go to LA for some reason. I say
Mm.
for some reason because it's stupid expensive to go there if you don't live in California.
Yep.
Even for Californians, it's like really expensive to go.
Yeah, exactly.
Um, it's like double expensive because like the hotel stays in LA are gonna be insane. If you do
Mhm.
Airbnb, like you best be like bunking with like 3 other people.
Yeah, at least,
The
for
flight
sure.
itself for me to LA is like way too expensive. Um,
Yeah, I don't know how much it would be for me. Probably $600, $700, I think, something like that.
yeah, it's
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 that's up
insane.
there. Not bad
San
price.
Fran was less expensive for me. It was more
Mm.
reasonable. It's
Yeah.
closer to Las Vegas pricing. Which
Mm.
Las Vegas is pretty relatively cheap.
Right, yeah, exactly.
Um, for me, Atlanta is the cheapest option just because I
Mhm.
can drive to it.
Yeah, that's good actually.
Uh, and even for you, like New York, you can technically drive
Yeah,
to.
it's an hour away, and I looked up looked up where the theater at MSG is basically the location, the venue,
Hmm.
and that for me is like an hour and 20 or 30, something like that,
Yeah,
depending on traffic. It's in New York regardless, so it's gonna be in
Yeah.
traffic.
Yeah.
But I could drive to it, so that's no big deal. Like I don't mind.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's actually why I don't like them having so many different shows.
Mhm.
Is because like, well, one, like if you want to meet up with other people, like other alphas, it makes it more difficult because
Yeah.
like if I were to like pay like a crazy amount to go and meet up with people in San Fran or in LA, it's like really expensive for us to do that,
Yeah.
which sucks because like I feel like if there's less shows like scheduled in like different cities,
Mhm.
I would have more incentive to go to those things,
Oh, yeah.
especially if it was like multiple shows in this city to
Mhm.
make it like a little bit more worth it.
Oh yeah. Agreed.
Whereas like I don't know, I was looking at this the other day. Like if I go to Atlanta, the New York show is the Friday, so Atlanta's on Wednesday, New York's on
Oh, yeah.
Friday.
Right.
I don't live in Atlanta, right?
Yeah.
I don't live there.
Exactly.
I would have to travel to Atlanta,
Mm.
and if I wanted to go to a New York show immediately after, that means I can't technically drive to Atlanta, which means I have to fly to Atlanta and then
Right.
fly to New York immediately after the other show.
Exactly.
So it's like it gets expensive when you're having to like jump around so quickly instead of like
Mhm.
getting to like stay in like one area for a bit.
Right. Exactly.
And it adds up.
Oh yeah, no, definitely will. Especially
I,
nowadays, this economy, you can't
yeah,
do this.
you
This
can't do it,
economy, you
dude.
can't do this.
You can't do it.
You
Even if
try
you
to.
did went to like LA, right? You can technically drive like to LA from Las Vegas.
Yeah.
But like if I like fly to Las Vegas and then I'm gonna drive all the way there, no, it
Yeah. I don't
doesn't
wanna
make
do that.
sense.
Yeah, no, agreed.
So
Yeah.
yeah, that's like my main criticism is like it's so back to back. It's probably not good for the girls.
Definitely not.
It's difficult for us to like plan things. Like if we're trying to do like community things, it's like difficult to
No,
plan.
exactly.
So it sucks.
Yeah.
But yeah, but at least they're coming to NA, and all these venues seem, like 5,000 to like I think Atlanta's like 12,000, which is like a lot of people.
Just insane.
Yeah,
Which
but
is
I
good
think
'cause,
they're covering like all of Florida and stuff too, which there's like a
Mhm.
lot of alphas in Florida. So,
Wow.
but yeah,
Yeah.
we'll
There's so many
see.
locations. Man, we'll see what happens actually.
We'll see what happens.
New York,
The
5,000
the pre-sale is in 2 days.
is in 2 days.
Yeah, for like if you're like Alpha's premium membership, it's in.
Mhm.
I mean, this episode will probably be out by then, but like,
Yeah.
it's in 2 days, dude. We just got back from Japan, man. And on top of that, they had the Blu-ray thing come out, bro. How are you gonna release the Blu-ray before you're gonna give us these like tickets?
And I bought it anyways.
You bought the
So, yeah,
Blu-ray? Did you get the fancy one?
Yeah.
The one with all the photo cards?
Yeah.
I couldn't do it, man. I bought my idiot self bought 3 vinyls. Why do I need 3 vinyls? Like
I don't know actually.
maybe they'll come with like a special. I don't even know if they come with any. I just
don't know if
bought
they
them
actually-
because
I
of
don't
the
know if they
tippy
come with
toes,
anything.
like the tippy
Yeah.
toes.
I don't think they do come with anything.
I don't know. Maybe
They
they do.
might.
I don't know.
Yeah. It might be like if it's like a photo card, maybe like a group photo card,
Mhm.
instead of like individual
Yeah.
of the girls, it's all of extra together. Maybe they'll do something like that.
Yeah.
I don't know if there's anything
I
with
can
it.
see.
It doesn't matter. Because I got that too. Got that too. I got the Blu-ray DVD. Got the expensive one
Mhm.
for the PCs. Because it's a whole set. It's not like I have to buy hella Blu-rays to get all the PCs.
Yeah.
That'd be freaking ridiculous. I already have like I don't know how many CDs. I have like 15 CDs. I'm pretty sure. So,
I woke up. I have 29,
You
which
counted?
is on the low side compared to some people.
Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? There were so many times where like we went to one of the Tower Records. There was like a girl. I don't know how many she bought, but she bought a lot.
She bought a
She
lot.
bought a lot. She bought a lot.
I think it was
didn't count,
HMV. It was. I think
it was HMV. You're right. It was HMV. Okay,
Yeah.
yeah, HMV.
she
she
bought
bought
a
a lot.
lot.
She did buy a lot.
She
That's
bought
for
a
sure.
lot.
I probably bought more than 15. I gotta count my stack again.
Yeah.
I gotta do that again. I don't know what to do with them. I'll figure it
I
out.
mean, I have them. They got stickers inside.
That's true.
I'll
That's
probably
very true.
like give some to like friends who I'm trying to like get into XG.
So hey,
But
that's if they have a CD player though.
I mean, I'll just give them the CD and tell them to go on Spotify or whatever music thing they use.
True, actually. True.
Or show them the music video because the music video is insane.
It's holy crap, insane.
Yeah.
Jesus Christ. I feel like if you thought Girl Gang was insane, this is kind of a step up. 100%
Yeah.
step up. Like wow.
Yeah, I feel like if Girl Gang the music video was longer, it would be on par. But
Oh yeah, it could have been on par if it was longer, for sure.
NA tour. Any final thoughts? Do you have any like advice for people going to North American concert? Because it's obviously gonna be different from Japan. Like
so much
Japan's
different.
got their own culture for concert going. Like
Yeah.
people yelled, by the way. Like
Mm.
don't just listen to people who say like, oh, they're quiet crowd. Like overall, they're on the more quiet side.
No,
But there are
for
people
sure.
who go nuts.
Oh
Okay,
no,
I just want to make
exactly.
that
There were
clear.
people going nuts. No, definitely. Like it got so crazy that we started howling at one point,
Yeah,
and that
people were
became
howling.
like they liked it, and that now they want that as like a normal thing to do, which is
Yeah.
actually kind of great. I love that they put that in there. Fun time.
One of my fan cams says that one girl was screaming cocona.
Oh yeah, that's
Cocona! And like her voice is
Cocona.
cracking the entire time.
Oh jeez.
You can hear me like laughter in the fan cam.
Yeah.
But yeah, like
That's
do you have
cool.
any advice for people going to their first XG show in North America? Obviously the Asian tours are like coming out like right now too. Like they'll be
Yeah,
starting up
exactly.
soon. But like
and
for North America, like since we're in North America,
mm,
any advice, any like tips, any
man,
like this is what you should do or like how to experience or like just do you?
I think the only thing I could probably like recommend, because I don't really go to many like shows and like or concerts in general. The last concert I went to was that was like last year in November, I think it was. I know, just get there early, just
Yeah.
in case, because you never know with traffic, especially depending on the area you're going to. Like I'm going to New York, for example, and that's New York. New York is known for having traffic constantly every single time.
Mm-hmm.
So get early to get early to your venues if you know, especially there's traffic in those areas. So at least get there early. Uh, wear comfortable clothes because it's an hour, 2 hour show.
Mm-hmm.
Get ready to probably stand a lot because people get hyped up. So get ready to stand a lot. That's for sure, at least.
Yeah.
I think that's all I really got. I'm not sure if I can think of anything else.
I
Anything
did.
else you want to add on?
I looked at some stuff for like the North American shows because this is a very North American theme. I realized I didn't realize that it was, but they like make you have clear bags.
Oh yeah.
So you can't just take like a bag inside. You have to have like a clear bag to take if you have like you're bringing stuff. So I know the Atlanta venue was like, yeah, you have to have a clear bag because they're gonna like inspect and stuff because they don't want people to
Right.
get, it's America.
Yeah.
You don't want
Yeah.
you don't want to like
Yeah.
pew
America.
pew, like
Yeah, exactly. Biggest
um,
problem in the country, but yeah.
yeah.
Makes sense.
Yeah, I
Respect
think
that.
for me, just enjoy the show. Like
Yeah.
take in the moment. If you want to fan cam if they allow it, then fan cam.
Yeah.
I actually like ended up fan camming both shows after I famously said I'm not going to. So
Hey, there you go.
and the thing is
What
like
happened?
it didn't detract from me enjoying the show. Like I just had to like hold it like this. Like I have my phone and it's just like,
Yeah.
this. The only problem is sometimes I would like shuffle because my hand would get tired and it would
Of course,
muffle the
exactly.
sound.
Yep,
And
exactly.
then yeah, it was
Yeah,
just
yeah, definitely record, do some fan cams, share it on Twitter, put it on YouTube if you have a YouTube.
yeah,
Put it out there, have fun,
have fun.
enjoy the moment, like how the girls always say. Yeah, just get ready to have a great time. Like when
Yeah.
we went to Japan for their shows are fantastic.
Mhm.
And if you're curious how they're live, yeah, their live is a whole different level. They sound amazing live.
Yeah,
So
absolutely.
have a great time.
Like if you have the money to spend, if you are close by to one of the venues, either like do your best to save up, budget properly,
Mm.
and try to go. Like honestly, like it's a good experience. We two idiots went to Japan for it.
Yeah.
So I would say like the whole experience was worth it. Like
Oh
experiencing
yeah.
Japan and experiencing
Oh yeah.
XG in Japan, it was worth it. And
Agreed.
definitely look forward to them, in North America.
Mm.
So
Agreed.
any final thoughts?
I mean, at this, don't really think so. Honestly, I think I'm just excited for sure and getting ready for when the pre-sale start, which is 10 a.m. for me.
Yeah.
And luckily, I don't work until like 1 o'clock that day, so I can literally sit there in the morning, staring at my computer, looking at the time, having the code ready, copy it into my computer ready. So I have to do Control V,
Yeah.
put it in there, and then hopefully I'm quicker than other people and I want to get VIP. Like that's
Yeah.
gonna be probably pricey. I don't care. I'm getting VIP. At least I'm gonna try to. I'm going to the show. That's all that matters. I want to go to the show.
Yeah.
If I don't get VIP, fine. If I get normal, that's fine too. Because I did VIP in Japan. That was great. I did normal general sales, and that was fine too. I had a great time in both spots. So no complaints.
Yeah, and I enjoyed both experiences. So if you get the nosebleeds, don't feel like, especially with some of the stuff they're doing, what they're like popping up in the crowd.
Yeah, you
Don't feel
never
like
know.
you're gonna have a bad time and like the bleeds. So
You might be lucky. You might have Maya and or Harvey just performing right next to you, or they might switch it up and they might have Cocona up in the stands and Jurin up in the stands. Who knows? They might do something different.
yeah,
But you never know. You might actually have even a better time not being being VIP. So
yeah,
no, you're gonna enjoy it for sure.
you're gonna enjoy it. Well, the last thing I had was the online meet and greet thing because like
Yeah.
that's coming up. You said that you didn't enter your stuff, but
Yeah. My dummy self. I forgot to do it.
yeah, I almost
And
forgot to. I kept delaying it, and I did it like last
that's what I
last
did.
minute.
Like, what was the last day you're supposed to do it by? It was by like
It was
the
Tuesday.
Tuesday, right?
Yeah,
Oh yeah,
it was
I
wild.
delayed it. It's fine though. Like in the future, I'll have the opportunity. But yeah,
the experience of putting all those in was awful.
it was.
Especially when you bought like so many. I know like some people bought like an insane amount to get like the but it was not a fun experience putting them all in.
Yeah.
I got juria, which
Yeah, that's
is
awesome.
my bias anyway, but I got juria, so I have to figure out what to talk to her about for a minute. Hopefully don't panic.
Yeah, don't panic. Keep it cool.
I wonder if she'll remember me from the meet and greet. And
Let's see. Hopefully,
I
yeah.
doubt it. I doubt it.
No, you never.
Unless
You
she sees
never
the
know.
shirt that
True,
everyone's
actually.
on, but
True. That's a possibility. You
we'll
can do
see.
that. Yeah. No, definitely.
All right. Well, that'll do it for this episode. I'm gonna edit in stuff.
Yeah.
Of like all the people we met and like people who had like good things to say about XG.
Yeah.
So it'll be like a montage, maybe like throughout the episode. Yeah, I just want to quickly thank Viktus for coming on.
Yeah.
For the show, having a good experience with you in Japan. Thank everyone we met in Japan. Like we met a lot of alphas in Japan.
You met some great people.
Both from
for sure.
Discord and then the J alphas.
Yep.
Want to specifically thank Yuhai because he helped me like get some of these recordings. Of like people like because like I was very shy and like I didn't want to like just like walk up like, hey, can I record you? And it's like but they were already like walking up to him and he was like helping me out. So I want to thank Yuhai for understanding that I wanted to interview people, like interview and thank everyone who signed my shirt.
Oh yeah, look at
that
that.
I met.
It's a good amount of signage on that shirt too.
Yeah, good
So,
amount.
pretty great.
Hopefully get some more.
Yeah.
At whichever shows we end up going to
Mm,
in the future.
yeah.
So I'll plan on taking that. I'll have to take it down. I have like my meet and greet thing up there too. Like
Oh
it's
yeah. I see it.
there.
Ah, yeah.
Yeah. I'm not a weather person, so I
Yeah, it's
don't know
okay.
how to do it. But yeah, I want it to look like graffiti. So like
Yeah.
all like
I see it.
messy, like all the signatures
Yeah.
like packed in
Mhm.
there.
Yeah, no,
And
that's fine.
I want Alphas to represent on there, so
Mm,
kind of show their close knitness because I feel like the
yeah.
community is just as good. So,
Yeah, no, it's fantastic actually.
but yeah, any final thoughts? Do you want to like uh plug your Twitter? Anything
Uh,
that you're doing? Anything that you want to like call out?
there's not much. No, I don't do content. I
Yeah,
am on Twitter. I think I am. I think it's, if I remember correctly, it's like at capital VOSO underscore RIO. I think that's how it is. I don't remember too well. Um,
I'll
I'm
look it
there.
up and post it.
Yeah, I post up if anything. I'm always like, I don't really say much. I retweet a lot of things. So like I follow a lot of J Alphas or Alphas just across the world, and I
Mhm.
follow a lot of artists, and I like to retweet or repost, whatever they want to call it now. Stupid
Retweet.
X
I
retweet. What do you
prefer
call it?
retweet.
Yeah, retweet. I retweet a lot of their pictures, a lot of what they have to say. So if anything, you'll see some things there that you haven't seen on your Twitter feed, and hopefully with that, you'll find some other alphas and hopefully fill up your feed with alphas. And it's a little better, honestly. It's a lot better when you have like a lot of people that you're interested to or that interested in stuff that you're interested. It's more fun, that's for sure.
For
But
sure,
yeah.
for sure. I'm gonna shout out the Space Station Discord. Also, that's where we are from.
Mm, yeah.
Victus, you like hang out and voice chat with
Yeah.
the crew,
Yeah.
mostly, and then there's more and more people joining now, which I enjoy. Like,
Yeah.
there's
Yeah.
a
There's a
decent
lot
amount of
of people
people
joining.
joining, like having a good time. So
A lot of people in voice now talking it up because before, like, there's like maybe one or two people randomly in voice,
yeah,
and then out of nowhere, now the voice is filling up. Now it's like 5 to 6 people in most days now.
especially if there's like an event, like
Exactly.
everyone's getting lit in voice
Everybody,
chat.
everything that lived there, like especially with the Korean shows, there was like
Yeah.
10 or 12 people there. Even now, it's like 5, 6
Oh,
people.
dude, there is way more than 10 or
There's
12.
yeah, I
For
know,
one, some of these
there
shows, it
was a
was
lot
like
more.
almost 50 people in there.
It got crazy to the point. It's like, oh my god, and like
Yeah.
every time we were talking, it's like,
It's like mute,
you,
mute, 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 mute.
yeah, then you was like, oh hey you, hey, what's up? And then it was like, a lot of highs and buys.
Yeah.
But yeah, it got crazy, and it's gonna get crazier now because all the shows are starting up real soon. The world tour shows at least are starting up real
Hmm.
soon,
Yeah.
so it's gonna be even
Can't wait
crazier.
for the Asia. I want to see some fan cams.
I
I
can't
want to
wait
see
for the
what's
fan.
different. I want to see what's different.
Yeah, I want to see what
Yeah.
they're gonna do differently. If they're gonna maybe singing somehow singing Chinese or somehow
Yeah.
singing in Malay or
Yeah.
Thai. I don't know. I doubt it, but who
I
knows?
doubt it, but like you never
There,
know,
it's
man.
at
Maybe they have like
sea.
English songs from like
Mm,
those countries, that they could do.
that's a thing too.
Because like a
So
lot of
they,
those countries do speak a lot more like English. Like
that's true.
they're like more
True,
fluent in
true.
English than say
That's very
Japan.
true, actually. Very true. So hey, could be anything at this point. Could
Yeah.
be.
All right. Well, that'll do it for this episode. It's episode 8 with Victus. Alpha's on deck. See ya.
Peace out.